Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and in today's video, we are going to be talking about Cardano because as you guys know, yesterday on September the 12th, on Sunday, the Alonzo update launched, leaving Cardano with one of the biggest updates it has ever had. Now smart contracts can come online, and now decentralized finance, or DeFi, can start being built on number 3 cryptocurrency in the world. So we're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about what that launch means for Cardano and where Cardano might be moving next. We're going to look at the charts. We're going to do some technical analysis. We're going to dive right on into it. But before we do, make sure to smash that like button if you haven't already. But now, without much further ado, guys, let's go ahead and dive right on into it. Alonzo saw input-output, the core development team working on Cardano, integrate Plutus scripting for smart contracts programmably. Over the last months, input-output has continuously been testing Alonzo in preparation for the hard fork. In fact, in the last year, Cardano has been the leader in terms of the number of commits per month, according to an Outlier Ventures report. The Alonzo upgrade sets Cardano on the path to enabling a host of new use cases, such as DeFi. However, it's likely to be some time before the network hosts a thriving ecosystem of dApps, or decentralized applications, partially due to scaling concerns. So, what does all this mean for Cardano? Well, here's what it means. Right now, Cardano, or up until 2 days ago, I suppose we could say, was an $80 billion promise. Right now, Cardano is sitting at $76 billion, and there's still next to nothing built on it. We've hit nearly, what would that be? 12 figures, $100 billion on Cardano without so much as a decentralized application or a DEX or anything built on this platform. That speaks to two things. Number one, it speaks to the power of the Cardano community, otherwise known as the hashtag #AdaGang. Let me hear it in the comments down below. But two, it also speaks to the promise that this technology brings. I think it's a very good thing that Cardano rallied to $3 just over the last couple of weeks, and I think it speaks to the power of the Cardano community and the power of the Cardano technicals. But I will say this, I kind of expected that we weren't going to see a bunch of price movement and volatility on Cardano the day that this launched. Let's jump onto the chart really quickly and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Over the last week and a half or so, ever since September the 2nd, when Cardano peaked out at $3.10, we've been in a downtrend. More specifically, we've been in a falling wedge, as you can see with this downtrending level of resistance right here and this downtrending level of support right here. This falling wedge means a couple of things. Number one, it means that we're probably going to see continued bearishness on Cardano. But number two, it means we should be expecting a break to the upside. Falling wedges are very bullish, and we know that's the case based on historical analysis. That's where we learn about chart formations like this. The fact that we're in a falling wedge here indicates that, yes, we might still see some continued bearish movement over the next week or so, but technically speaking, we should be expecting a rally. Technically speaking, also, there is another uptrending level of support, which I can show you, which is right here, showing this based on the last several months of price action on Cardano. We can see that there were tons of tests on this uptrending level of support back in late June, moving on into early July. And then we can also see that there was a test of support here on the 18th of August, and there were 3 tests of support here on the 7th of September, the 10th of September, and the 12th of September. So not only is Alonzo launching a very bullish thing for Cardano, but we also see that there is uptrending support on Cardano at the moment. What that basically means is that Cardano is inside of a symmetrical triangle pattern, which is inside of a falling wedge. Both of those things are bullish. Why? Because falling wedges typically break to the upside, and a symmetrical triangle pattern following an uptrend typically is going to break to the upside as well. So technically speaking, we're bullish. Fundamentally speaking, we're bullish. Community-wise and sentiment speaking, we're bullish. So the question that everybody is asking is, why in the hell was there not a giant rally yesterday when Cardano launched Alonzo? I think that what we're seeing here is a buy the rumor, sell the news event. Everybody was very excited when Alonzo was announced. I believe it was back on August the 9th or August the 10th, we finally had the launch date set in stone for the 12th. Everybody was very excited, and we saw Cardano shoot up in price. In fact, looking here at the chart, we rallied from $1.46 all the way 112% over the course of the next 3 weeks to $3.10. The reason that there wasn't a giant rally yesterday, in my opinion, is because we already saw it. There was a giant rally. It just already happened. So what do the next weeks, months, and years bring for Cardano if we're not going to see a massive rally the day following Alonzo's launch? Here's what I think. I think we're going to continue through the symmetrical triangle pattern that I showed you guys a second ago on our chart. That symmetrical triangle pattern ends on the 20th of September. I think we're going to break out of it before then. Also, I think the way that Cardano moves is still going to be inextricably linked to Bitcoin and Ethereum. Both Bitcoin and Ethereum are downtrending right now, and they've probably got at least another week of bearishness in them. So I think if we're right about our predictions on Bitcoin and Ethereum, that we're going to see a bottom in the next week or so, and then we're going to start seeing some uptrending movement and momentum, then we will see the same thing happen on Cardano. I.e., we will see Cardano rally to the upside in the next week or two. I think it's going to have a lot to do with what Bitcoin and Ethereum do. So that's the next couple of weeks. I think it's going to be bullish, but it's more than likely going to be following the same direction, if not the same percentage movement, as Bitcoin and, to a lesser extent, Ethereum. But let's talk months to years. What does Cardano look like at that point? I have made the prediction that I think Cardano is going to $10 before the end of this bull market. I think that this bull market is going to last into Q1 of next year. I'm not in the camp that it's going to last only another month and that we're going to go to $100,000 and then we're going to crash. I think that that is wrong. I don't think that that's going to occur. I don't agree with the idea that we're going to see the exact same cycle length that we've seen in the last two bull markets. I think there's a lot more at play than just that. There is definitely manipulation, but I think that manipulation wants us to go to $100,000, if not higher. I think that Cardano is going to make the most out of those rallies. As we see Bitcoin and as we see Ethereum rally into $1 trillion market cap for Bitcoin and over $500 billion for Ethereum, we're going to see Cardano do the same. And I think Cardano is going to outperform both of them. In fact, looking at the Cardano BTC chart, we can see that despite some recent corrections, ever since the beginning of this year, Cardano has massively outperformed Bitcoin. It is up 1,000% compared to Bitcoin in just in the last couple of weeks. In the last 39 days, Cardano is up 73% compared to Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin's going to more than double, but I think Cardano is going to more than triple, and I think it's going to be sitting at $10 within the next 12 months. In fact, I think it's going to happen before the end of Q1 next year, which would be March 31st as a deadline. Of course, that is subject to change. There is a lot that happens in crypto markets that impact price action, but I think that that's what we're going to see happen. So that's what I think is going to take place over the next several days, on into the next weeks, months, and years. I think the next 2 weeks is going to follow Bitcoin and Ethereum, and I think it's going to follow it very, very, very closely. However, over the next several months and on into the next year, I think that the rest of the cryptocurrency market is going to do very well. I think Cardano is going to outperform number one and number two, Bitcoin and Ethereum, and it's going to take that run very seriously. And one of the big things I want to be watching for some kind of exponential rally over the next 12 months is how quickly DeFi is built and adopted on Cardano. The speed at which that occurs, which is starting right now, is going to have a major implication, a major impact on how long it takes for us to see that coveted $250 billion on Cardano. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. Is it going to go to $250 billion in the next 8 months like I think it's going to? Even shorter than that, really, the next 6 or 7? Or do you think I'm crazy and it's going to not rally as fast as Bitcoin and Ethereum? Do you think that Bitcoin and Ethereum are going to outpace it? I want to hear all of your thoughts on the matter in the description and in the comments, I should say, down below. Make sure to like the video if you haven't already, and make sure to subscribe. We're one of the fastest growing crypto analysis channels here on the internet and on YouTube. And the reason is because we bring you high quality educational content every single day with integrity and humility as some of our core values. So make sure to subscribe if you want more content. That's all I got for you today, though, guys. Before I go, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.